Let's talk about Halloween because, man, so Carlene sent me the info yesterday, and I'm like, isn't Halloween like 2 months away? No, it is 2 weeks away, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I love Halloween.
I'm not ready. Look, my neighbors have decorations, and that's the telltale sign. My neighbors have decorations. They have everything up. But look, there are a lot of people that have their decorations up. People are still figuring out decorations, but scammers are lurking.
Yeah.
They're out here.
They're out here.
Friend of the show, Better Business Bureau's Juliana O'Rourke is here. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. How are you guys?
I'm doing well. I can't get over it. So folks are buying decorations. As I mentioned before, my neighbors have lights up. They have
Pumpkins.
Like
I have a ghost. Do you have any decorations up?
Not outside because I don't have a covered porch. So anytime I do put something up, if it rains, it like destroys anything. So I don't put anything up, and my HOA is very weird about like
that's fair
stuff in your front lawn. So I just kind of leave it alone.
What do folks look out for? Because nowadays you scroll on any social media app and you get ads for something. We could just talk about this. I'm probably going to get an ad on Instagram.
Yes, exactly. Sure. Yes. So social media serves us ads all day long, every day, right? And especially with holidays coming up, Halloween, I know we thought it was 2 months from now. It's actually like 2 weeks away. So you're going to get lots of ads for Halloween specifically. And so when it comes to these decorations, you know, the National Retail Federation has basically said people are going to spend about $13 billion this year on Halloween. That's a lot of money. As you can imagine, it's not just on decorations, but decorations is a big piece of it. And I think these like big lawn ornaments seem to be trending recently. But so what we've seen and what people have reported to us is that they've been served an ad on social media for some of these lawn ornaments or what have you, Halloween decorations, and they go to purchase, they click on the ad, find it's a great price, they buy it, and then unfortunately either the items they get are not, you know, these huge blow-up things, they're these 12-inch dolls that they look kind of like what they saw in the ad, but not exactly the same, or they just don't get anything at all. And so basically these are scammers lurking around on social media, serving you these great deals, these enticing ads. They're, you know, great marketing, great advertising, and you click and you buy, and you do this very quickly because they use language that's very pressing. They want you to immediately buy right now. Otherwise, hey, you might miss this great deal. You know, the prices are so good, it's too good to be true.
Right.
And so that's a red flag, of course. But unfortunately, it's happening, and people are reporting it to us. So we know it's also happening in our area. And I think that's the biggest thing we want people to know is just awareness, right? Making sure that if you're going to be buying these items, there's no rush. If a sale is happening, it's happening. You don't have to buy within 5 minutes. I don't think a 5 or 10, 15-minute difference is going to matter. But if the price is too good to be true, it's because it is.
Oh man, tell as old as time. If the price is too good to be true, it's just probably a scam, folks.
Yeah.
So what should folks do if I look at this ad and we have this whole interview and I say, you know what, I'm going to go against Juliana's advice and I'm going to go purchase this right now because it's $5.
Right.
What should I keep in mind?
You probably lost your $5.
Okay.
First of all. But if you click on the ad because you're excited about it, when you get to that website, check to see what are their spelling errors, are there grammatical errors, reverse Google image search to see where else those images are showing up and appearing. You can also, instead of clicking directly on the ad from social media, say it's got a company name, what have you, do a Google search outside of the social media platform and see if you can still find the same deal, find the same website. Sometimes they build these websites specifically only people can find from clicking on those ads. So if, for instance, you want to lose your $5, use your credit card. Don't pay with a gift card or, you know, peer-to-peer payments. We know that if you send something on a Venmo, Cash App, that money's gone. If it's a gift card, same situation. So at least if you use a credit card, you can report it as fraud or go back to your financial institution and say, hey, I never got this product. What I did get was not what I was expecting. So you have a little bit of protection there.
Let's talk about Halloween on a budget. I call this time of year you might go broke time of year. And I say that lightly. But, you know, look, Halloween folks are spending a lot of money on decorations, candy, costumes.
Yes.
what should people keep in mind?
So first with the costumes, get creative. Look around your house first of all. You don't have to go out and buy these expensive costumes, or maybe they aren't quite expensive, but they're a little bit cheaply made, right? So you're going to wear it one time out of the year. Maybe you'll be lucky and get a second wear out of it a couple years down the road. But look around your house first and foremost. There are places that rent costumes. You can check out bbb.org to see where you could potentially rent a costume, or check with your friends and maybe swap. Hey, if somebody was something a couple years ago, you guys are roughly the same size, or some costumes, the size doesn't necessarily matter depending on what you are. Swap with your friends. Look to see different ways that you can save money. So for costumes, we would recommend a few of those things. When it comes to buying candy, we recommend buying in bulk if you can. So check out the Costco's, the Sam's Club, these warehouse type stores, because even though it seems like you're spending more because you're buying in bulk, you're actually spending less because per piece it breaks down to less. So, keep those things in mind, of course. And then if you are going to buy a costume, especially from a seasonal store, make sure you understand, these stores pop up, they come and they go very quickly. They're only around for the Halloween time. So understand, hey, do they have a return policy? Is everything final sale? When are they going to be closing up shop and leaving? Is it November 1st? Is it the 2nd? Again, pay with a credit card. At least that way you have a little bit of protection behind you. But keep all of those things in mind when you're shopping.
Oh man, can I tell you what I was for Halloween? The last time I got it. Usually Halloween falls, when I have to work. Right. But the last time it fell and I didn't have to work. It was a couple of years, 2 or 3 years ago. I was LL Cool J.
Okay.
And I took your advice.
I
found a wave cap. You remember back in the 90s, LL Cool J had a wave cap. I had some shades. I found like an old FUBU sweatshirt on. Rolled up my pants leg.
Yes.
So I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got plenty of costumes you can borrow.
Well, Carlene, what are you going to be for Halloween?
I can't tell.
Okay.
I do a reveal. Juliana, I don't like.
Look,
I know we've known each other for a while, but we haven't been together for Halloween. And I do Halloween homemade,
get you to tell
and I
me.
do it big.
Good for you.
I've been. Last year, I still have it in case you want it. I was a Happy Meal. I made the big box.
Oh, that's
McDonald's
fantastic.
Happy
Okay,
Meal.
that's
Not
great.
sponsored. I just love
That's
McDonald's.
so great.
I've been McDonald's fries. I've been a 7-Eleven Slurpee. I was Colonel Sanders. I was a fried chicken bucket.
Well, did you see their display at the Whitewater Center for the Build Your Own Boat this past weekend? McDonald's had one. Girl, they had smoke. They had their little
What?
I got a video. I'll show you later.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, so there's that. You can basically build it yourself. Go to Goodwill. I mean, check stuff out at the thrift stores.
Some
I
great
usually
stuff.
get pretty thrifty. I'm actually being a ninja this year.
I was about to ask you, what are you,
I am
ninja?
going trick-or-treating with my 4-year-old nephew, who could not be more excited. He decided he wanted to be a ninja, and I said, you want me to come trick-or-treating with you? And he was like, oh my gosh, yes. And I said, you want me to be a ninja too? And he said, only if you're a green one, let's go. I said, okay, we're doing it.
Oh,
So,
man.
I made the mistake. I ordered some swords on Amazon thinking, not reading quickly. They are real. They're real swords. So they came and, I got this FaceTime from my sister and him. And he's like, oh my God, these are real. My sister's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are
Why
you
are you
doing?
ordering weapons?
So I was like, oh, okay, sorry about that, but we're going to have a good time.
Oh, my God.
Can't enjoy that. My niece and nephew they're too old now. They don't want to do trick or treating.
Well, my
anymore.
niece is 19, so she's like,
she's too
not,
cool.
no, thank you. My nephew's 4, he's like, let's go. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
man,
go back
that
up
is
to
gonna be
Ohio
fun.
and trick or treat my little heart out on Friday night. We'll see what we can get.
Man.
Yeah.
Loot we come home with, right?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I did have one.
What?
It was before I went bald.
Okay.
It was right when I was on the cusp of being bald.
Okay.
Chris Paul.
Oh.
'Cause Chris Paul, I was gonna get a jersey and everything, but then I saw the jerseys like $100-some.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
like,
am I
nah.
really that big of a Chris Paul fan?
You go
What
like
am I
more
wearing?
realistic ones, and I'm like, what inanimate object can I be
Right.
this year?
I feel like I usually do more realistic ones. So last year I was Ariana Grande. I always find a picture of like whoever I kind of want to be, and then I figure out how to match that picture perfectly.
Right.
And sometimes people are like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then I pull up the photo, and they're like, "Wow." So one year I went as Jessie Spano from Saved by the Bell,
okay.
and I had a partner at the time who looked just like AC Slater, so that was great.
Cute.
People they were like, "Oh, wait a minute," and then you show them the picture, and they'd be like, "Whoa, you nailed it!" And I'm like, "I know, but you need the picture, you know."
Oh
Yeah,
man!
yeah.
Look, I'm getting inspired and
Yeah.
excited. All right, Halloween's not 2 months away; it's 2 weeks away.
away.
Let me keep that in mind. Make sure you follow this good advice from Giuliano Award. In case you missed his interview, it'll be on our digital platforms. And a little bit, our awesome digital team will put that up shortly. Juliana, thank you.
Hey,
Gave me some
thanks
good
for having me.
ideas, some good
Yeah.
advice. She's coming back next week. Jane will be back. I might have to crash the interview.
Okay.
I always
Come on
enjoy
by.
these.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your time, Juliana.
Thanks.
All right. So we're going to take a break here, take a pause. We'll be back here in just 2 minutes here on Live Impact News on WCNC Plus.